Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and today we're going to talk about all of my Apple devices, starting from the iPad, iPhone, Apple Watch, TV, MacBook, and AirPods and AirPods Max. So let's get into it. So this is how I learned my iPhone. So we're going to rewind back to my younger days of being 13 to 15 years old. So I'm not going to list every phone that I went to. Let's just say I went through a lot of phones. I went from, I think I'll list a few. A Samsung, not Samsung, and what they call a dinosaur phone, which was an old flip phone, an incognito. It flipped back like a laptop screen. It had your little standard tactile buttons and stuff like that. My go-to phone, the phone that I always thought was bad to the bone. Well, family member and I went into the store and picked up an iPhone 4S. And the first thing I noticed was it's talking to me. I don't know why it's talking to me. Blah, 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 blah. Never knew about VoiceOver back then. Returned the phone, got the incognito back. Went from an incognito to 2 Evo shifts. Went back to the incognito. Now keep in mind, at around 14 is when my technology teacher enters the classroom and says, "Guess what, kids? We're going to learn how to use an iPad." We all went, "Yay!" All of that. So, learning VoiceOver, and then learned all the gestures, the swiping, the double tapping, 2-finger double tapping, triple tapping, quadruple tapping, all of the rotary stuff and everything like that. So, after this happens, I turn around and I resume using my old dinosaur phone, scratching my chin like I just did just now. And I said to myself, you know what? We're going to have fun with this. Driving to the bus stop one day, phone crashes. I thought to myself, oh, hell, you know? We go to a store, get another phone. This time it's the iPhone 5C. So I learned how to use it. I really love it at this point. Sticking with the hey, remember the lightning connectors and always getting a power brick? That's something I was looking forward to. Had the OtterBox cases. Didn't know much about the all this fancy schnancy stuff. Once I got my hands officially on it, my first thought was, alright, so I got that, started messing with VoiceOver. I believe its version of Samantha Default is the Samantha Enhanced Edition. I have one of them that has that very thing. That is a talking forehead thermometer. I believe I did a video about that one, so I don't need to cover that one unless we're going to do top talking thermometers or something, which, knowing me, that's something I'm going to be doing late at night anyway, so you know what. But anyway, that goes around for a little bit. Then I get an iPhone 6 Plus, I believe. After getting that, I go through 2 iPhone 7s. The first time was because the charging port, something had happened with it. So then I temporarily used an Android phone for a week and absolutely despised it because of TalkBack. I didn't understand it at first. But I'm not gonna lie, the Google Assistant was funny. Back then you could play games on it and stuff like that, and I mainly listened to YouTube videos and tried draining the battery. Couldn't do it. The battery lasted me for 4 days. And then I decided, well, I might as well charge this thing. So I did. So, after that all happened, I went and did the next best thing. Got a hold of my iPhone 7 again and noticed something different. Apparently it had a haptic feedback engine. Then I thought, okay, well, the home button, when you have it turned off, it apparently locks up. That's neat. Didn't know about the Touch ID. So, I messed with Touch ID, and then the cell service went kaploink. And it's kind of funny with how it happened, because the way that it happened, and I'm going to tell this story again, and in another video about some talking products. But what I believe is kind of funny was I asked a friend of mine at school, I was like, hey, could I have your number? She goes, no. 3 hours later, my phone stops working. So for the longest time, I'm like, you tell me no, my phone don't work. What's going on? No cell service. The first thing I thought was the bill not paid? So I started getting answers, and then we went in, we're sitting there, I'm like, and I asked the lady, so I don't know what to do. How about an iPhone 8? I said, I heard that if it's raining, it fills up like a cup. I don't want my phone to get wet and break. So, we walk over. Well, there's slightly a problem. I said, yeah. Welcome to the iPhone XR. This time you have Face ID. I said, what? Huh? So this, keep in mind, was back in 2018. Okay? Now keep in mind, oh, this is good. This is really, really good. I know I don't do the best with yawning and telling a story, but hey. If you're active like me and you don't sit down for about 16 to 20 hours, you're going to feel it. But trust me, you're going to love this story. So, I get the iPhone XR. Get it working and everything, learning how to use it. Everything's going good. Then about a few months later, we're going to get into the Apple Watch. And the first one was the Series 3. So, on my birthday, me and family went to the Apple Store. We walk in. I want to give a shout out to somebody who, I don't know if he listens to YouTube, but I want to give out a shout out to somebody without mentioning names, because I don't want to, disclose Apple's privacy thing, because apparently Apple is all hell-bent on keeping themselves protected. So I want to, you know who you are. I want to give you a shout out for your help in the Apple Store. You were a really good help. Anyway, I really don't think anybody's going to know, but somebody out there will know. If not, well, let it be, let it be. Anyway, so go in, get everything situated. Me and the guy are talking. Hands me the Apple Watch. We get everything put on it. get home, he tells me before I get home, true story, watch the video. One blind person to another. Watch the video. Okay. Before we even left the parking lot, I had everything connected. I loved it. Hard to use the Apple Watch now. I don't know why I don't. After going through several of them, I really like them. They're really good for working out. They're more accurate than, in my honest opinion, a talking pedometer. And it's on your wrist. I used to have the sports band, now I have the Velcro type. Now, let's talk about the iPad. So my first official iPad was an iPad Pro with a home button. And this was, I believe, in 2019, probably 2018 or 2017. It was someday. Had a case on it that had a keyboard attached to it. Got the device and I would mess with it. I would look up videos, I'd, just chat on it, stuff like that. Then it got to a point where I didn't even use it. I'm telling you right now, it was something great. So after numerous updates, got to the point where, forgot about it one day. Sat on it, broke the screen by accident. I get rid of it because didn't use it. Then I got another iPad, and this time it was the iPad 9th generation. Had barely used it. Barely used it. There's another phone. There's several other phones that I haven't mentioned. I've gotten the 12 Pro, the 13 Pro, the 14 Pro, the 15, the 16E, and the 17 Pro. During that all, I've also gotten a list of accessories, as you can see through my YouTube channel. They've enlisted as a MagSafe battery pack. I've done an unboxing video that's about 11 minutes. I've done arrangement of other product unboxings and setup. Just figured I'd throw that one in real quick. We're next going to talk about the Apple TV. Now, I don't remember which one I got in 2019, but this one had a pad where you swiped on it, and to either double tap, you just slammed your hand down on the thing, or double tapped with one finger. And when you did that, you could go through a bunch of other things. Now, all an Apple TV is, and the first thing I thought was, okay, well, this is an actual TV, you know. I didn't realize it was a box. It's kind of like a streaming box that's got like everything built in, and you have to set it up and stuff, and it's wireless, and it's not really wireless. It's got a few wires, like an HDMI, input thing, and all of that. What you have to do in a nutshell, set your TV to HDMI, plug it in, set it up, stuff like that. I believe there's a YouTube video on how to do that. So, the next thing to talk about with it is, I used to listen to different things on there, like a few TV shows through the Apple TV thing, and I could listen to TV on there through Apple Music, have the lyrics on screen, but it didn't really do any good. But the battery remote never died. But you know what, guys? I quit using it. So, fast forward to 2021. My birthday rolls around. Me and a family member go, this time to the Apple store. We walk inside and found the first generation AirPods. I listened to them. I used them for a few months. Stuff like that. When the batteries would die, I'd practically be screwed because I would technically be using both of them. They would charge relatively quickly, within about an hour. And then, let's talk about the AirPods Max. The headset that I have on, that I love very, very much. I believe I got these bad boys in August. And I've asked some questions like, hey, like, how do you work these things? What do you do? Stuff like that. All it is, it's Apple's headset. Wireless USB-C, finally. You plug it in, let it charge for about 2 hours roughly, and then it will give you about 18 to 20 hours of time on there, depending on what you're doing, how active the microphone is set up, and stuff like that. To answer a call, tap the crown to turn up the volume, turn it to the right, and it just responded to my command. Holy shit. This is under half an hour. I thought it was going to be a whole hour. Oh my gosh. I've been really speeding everything up lately. Like, I honestly, it feels good. Like, you get literally lost in the track of time. And to turn it down, what you do is you turn it to the left if you're right-handed. You do that. To answer and hang up a call, tap on the ground once and double tap on it to hang up. Then to mute and unmute, you do it once. Press and hold for SIRI and all of that good stuff. The battery will let you know when it's low, the same way the AirPods and the AirPod, you know, the latest AirPods and stuff like that do. For the first time, Apple has included the ear cuffs to be replaceable, which has been a problem with me lately because I've been buying headphones that are like $190, $200. I was gifted a $400 headset, and that one's sitting in the trash at a field because of the simple fact that you cannot get replaceable ear cuffs for it, and those were the Bose Quiet Comfort 2. Next up, we're going into the dive of MacBooks. So, really interesting story, but none that is too long, I don't think. The first time I ever heard about the MacBook Air 2020 was due to an ex-girlfriend that we will not talk about here. And I heard about it. Funny thing is, around my birthday or on my birthday, a family member calls, orders it, gets it delivered. We unbox it, set it up, and I start kind of like navigating on it a little bit because I've seen one before, didn't really know how to really mess with a lot, so I went for training. When I went through training, I've gotten frustrated and I practically gave it back to the person who bought it, and they did something with it. Now I've been craving another one, but I will get that in the near future. So, doing a mental checklist to see if I've covered everything like I said. And I feel as if I've done an okay job. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I've enjoyed making it. Stay safe and have a great day.